just got bonehead boobies. Way to go, skull tits.
Ultra Maximus back with 31 horror toys in 31 days, and today we have a retro review, and we're going to rewind it all the way back to 1996 with the Venom Vampider. Get it? It's a vampire, like a vampire spider. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I got this guy, oh my gosh, he almost fell. I got this guy at a local flea market, and he's actually missing his pair of wings, unfortunately, that he initially came with. But when you just straight out look at him, you really couldn't tell. And I only paid a couple bucks for him, so I thought, hey, why not? And I love me a Venom figure, and this definitely looks kind of goofy. And if you don't know where this comes from, it's the Vampire Wars line of Spider-Man toys. Where there was a Vampire Spider-Man, which I've already reviewed for 31 horror toys in 31 days, and there was a Morbius figure and a few other ones. I think there were some Blade figures in it, and this was kind of the big deluxe ultra figure, and it was, well, an evil Vampire Venom. So it's definitely a goofy figure. It did have a play gimmick. I believe that the wings were part of it. If you look on the back of the figure, there's a little wind up. Yeah, and the wings, there's a piece where it made the wings flap. So what you did, you wound this up and his mouth moved. Like that, and then his wings would flap. I may have to see if I can find a set of wings for this guy. But yeah, it looks kind of funny. He reminds me of an ant, really, for some reason. He's got the webbed fingered hands, which is kind of cool. Lots of detail on this guy. As far as articulation goes, his head does not move. He has rotation in the shoulder there, and then there is a hinge joint right there. That's really it on the arms. Unfortunately, there's nothing like the hands. There is no waist rotation. The legs do kick up and down like that, and then there's a single joint on the knees, and well, that's... Ooh, really, buddy? Really? That's pretty much it for the articulation on this guy, and keep in mind, it was 1996. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, there's lots of detail on this figure. Now it is very stylized in look, it's very cartoony or comic booky looking. Like I said, it kind of reminds me of an ant. He's got these spikes coming out of his head. He's got this kind of Jack Skellington type of face with the black eyes. I like the bones on his chest. Lots of little veins everywhere, all over the figure. And we get the toy gimmick wind up in the back, which, that's okay. I kind of get that from figures back then. And then we get the two spots where the wings should clip in, that unfortunately I do not have. Paint applications are really nice on this figure. Lots of purples all over the place. The skulls are painted nice. They got some nice black wash and some red and black highlights. Overall, like I said, it's very, very detailed. So looking at the midsection of the figure, again, lots of nice detail. He's kind of got these bony winglet things on the sides of his legs, lots of veins. He's got these big kind of webbed fingers that are very, very cool. I'm definitely digging that. Kind of gives him a monster from the Black Lagoon kind of look, or the creature from the Black Lagoon. We get some black on his arms and around his waist there. That all looks really, really cool. Again, lots of detail on the figure sculpted in, and a lot of paint deco. I mean, these things back in the 90s had way more paint apps than toys that we have today. And finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure. Again, lots of really nice paint apps. The sculpt work, he's got these kind of clawed feet. The hands really kind of make it for me on this figure. I love the way these kind of look. We get the painted little claws on his fingers and on his little toes there. He's got the bones on his knees. Now, I will say that the feet, it's the left foot that's kind of wonky a little bit. Sometimes he kind of wants to fall over like you saw at the beginning of the video, but once you get him posed right, I mean, he just kind of stands there. I'm presuming that it's probably better balanced with the wings. I don't know. I don't have one with the wings, so I'm not sure. If you do, leave a comment. I'd like to hear from you, but overall, not too terribly bad. For comparison, here we have the Venom Vampider with the Marvel Select Venom Into Madness figure, and it's actually a pretty good sized figure, especially for a toy from 1996 and a Spider-Man animated toy line. So yeah, it's a pretty good sized figure. It's not small. So is the Spider-Man Vampire Wars Venom Vampider something that you want in your Marvel collection? Well, if you're a Venom completist, you're probably going to want to get this. If you like the weird and wacky toys like I do, this is something that you're probably going to like. If you like monster toys, this is definitely classifying it as a monster toy. It's very gimmicky because, well, we didn't really have this in the comics. Or in the cartoons, but it's definitely in the flavor of a comic book or a cartoon, which I really enjoy. I think the sculpt work on it is very nice. I love the paint apps. I just wish I had the wings with it, but you know, for a couple dollars, hey, I can live without it. So yeah, definitely a lot of fun. There he is, the Venom Vampider by Toy Biz, circa 1996.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.